Good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is, where you is. Welcome to Midnight's Edge After Dark Live. I'm Tom Connors. With me is my partner in crime, as always, Script Doctor PhD. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's almost Christmas, everybody. Happy Festivus.
So this is Christmas, and what has Paul Feig done?
Oh boy.
Put his foot in his mouth again.
Yeah, started a Twitter war.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Twitters have won.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I fucked that up. It should have been the old Twitter war has ended and the new one's just begun. But anyway, also with us with a Shibu Inu shirt.
He must be happy today.
I was.
Inu.
Yeah. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the show. This Feige dude, not well, Feig guy, not bright. Feige, marginal, but Feig is not a bright dude. And you know what? He really, I don't think he understands why, his film is so poorly received, and that's a shame. That's a shame.
Also joining us, Valiant Renegade. How you doing, my friend? You were mentioned in that video.
Ooh,
Paul
yeah.
Feig sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's something we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was laughing earlier because like Tom and I were doing the 4K 4U show last night and we brought up the Ghostbusters Ultimate box set. And what was just conspicuously missing from that? Gee. And then all this stuff today. I thought that was like Christmas come early for me when I saw that tweet with him bitching. I'm like, yeah, Sony just maybe they wanted to make money with the box set. Nothing personal, dude.
That's why yours was probably the most diplomatic response script.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Wow.
Sony just wants to make sure they get their money, right? So,
yeah.
Let's be real. He's just pissy. He's not getting another residual check. But with that, before we bury the lead here, Mexican Iron Man is not on the show, but he is in the chat. He says, I'm stuck in California traffic from hell. Still more than an hour out. I may or may not make the show. Hail to the live stream. Hail to the panel. Hail, Tom.
Love you,
we
Mike.
need MEAD helicopter. We do need a MEAD helicopter. But you know what? Mike, don't fret. If you can't make it, you can't make it. Don't like have an aneurysm over it. I think you'll be all right.
Or an accident.
Yeah, definitely don't have an accident.
And when I'm a billionaire, Mikey, I will helicopter your butt places. So you don't have to.
And that's right. I was on.
Is that going to be soon, sir?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm a little annoyed right now. The Ultimate Collection is not available in Canada as of yet.
Ooh.
Or if you can get it from Blu-ray.com, there's a huge shipping charge for it. So,
I broke down and pre-ordered it, even though I've bought Ghostbusters almost or just as many times as Halloween on Blu-ray and 4K and DVD and all that business. But yeah.
Well, I want an Ultimate Collection. I don't know about you. I mean, Valiant probably wants an Ultimate Collection.
Well, what sold me was that the bonus discs are not. I thought, because here's the thing for those who may not know, like when I first heard about this the other day, I was told that the other two discs were Ghostbusters 2016.
Really?
Yeah. And then the picture dropped, and the first picture was really, really low res. And then another one came out like either later that day or the next day. I can't remember which the series of events goes, but then the one that I have here coming up, which is still not great, but it's the best one out there. If you look at it and you zoom in, it says special features on this thing here.
Ooh, I like special features.
Well, it's going to have all the cut scenes from the first two Ghostbusters films, is my understanding. So we're going to see a lot of improvised jokes from those guys or other alternate takes of scenes. And then there's the Making Ghostbusters
going to be on there,
documentary, which is awesome. Now, I don't know. Is this strictly a 4K only, or is it Blu-ray disc plus a 4K disc for each of the titles?
From what I'm seeing here, and if I had to take a guess, I think that one's a Blu-ray. It looks like 4K and then a Blu-ray, 4K and then a Blu-ray, then 2 discs of special features, then 4K and a Bluray for Afterlife.
Nice.
Wow.
Because I don't have the 4K projector yet, so yeah, I would like to be able to get a Blu-ray of this.
And of course, Ghostbusters 1 and 2 have been released on 4K Blu-ray a number of times already. So that's kind of where I was hesitant before, because I do already have the Steelbook that had the bonus disc that's out of print, which I'm going to assume that one of these discs is that same bonus disc.
Well, that'd
and
be
then
cool.
and then the other disc will probably be the stuff that Script's talking about, like with that gas scene where Egon's like, you know the
With
one
the
I'm
nerve
talking
gas scenes, like we wouldn't steal nerve gas if we needed it. We'd make it ourselves.
Well, and
Yeah.
also, I mean, the cartoons are supposed to be on here, right? The 2 or 3 seasons worth of cartoons.
That I don't know.
I don't know
Oh.
about that. I do know that the 7 seasons of them have been released for Blu-ray.
With a
Oh, wow.
with a caveat, they were
Yeah.
released in Germany,
Yeah.
on standard def, but on Blu-ray. But they actually have all the episodes as opposed to the US release of the DVDs, which has most of the episodes,
Oh, wow. All right.
and it's missing all the Slimer bits. When they did the Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters, and they had the little,
Which is, I think, that from season 3 and on.
yeah,
That's when J. Michael Straczynski left.
yeah. Which I mean, that most fans don't really give a shit about. But if you want to be a completionist,
Mhm.
Right.
that's the only way you can get them right now, actually, in actual releases. But
Wow.
I'm assuming at some point that might happen here in the US, because there's a company now that's releasing a bunch of Sonic cartoons and stuff on standard def Blu-ray.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, the upside is, yeah, they're standard def, but you can fit
It's like,
a shit ton of episodes on one disc.
Is
So
it
like you
like-
can fit an entire series on like
Season on
couple-
1, yeah.
yeah, isn't that like
season
like-
on one disc, basically.
So would that be like Shout Factory, or who would be doing that?
It's a new company, or if it's not a new company, it's a company I'd never heard of, and I can't even remember the name offhand right now. But we were talking about it last night on Fanzine's channel.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like N something or other is the name of the company. I can't remember what it is. Edgy number 1 sends in £5. Thank you so much for
That's
the fancy
real money.
money.
Proper
Yeah,
money.
Austin Allison says scummy website Collider published an article how Ghostbusters 2016 understood the franchise better than
Oh.
Afterlife. All right, yeah, I saw this the other day.
God, no.
Yeah, and I read that article, and the guy doesn't even understand Ghostbusters because this movie doesn't understand that. Feig's movie doesn't understand Ghostbusters at all.
Wow.
Not a bit.
You mean how the film that completely flopped didn't understand what the previous 2 films, the animated series, both of them, and the ultimate collection understood far better than.
Well, yeah, I
stupid
mean, in
2016 film.
Feige's Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters don't really do like one capture, but they also invent technology that destroys and ghosts, and that's not what the Ghostbusters do.
They end up letting that ghost out anyway.
Yeah, and they end up letting the ghost out anyway.
Deranged Lunatic send us a pooper sticker, I bet.
Nope, thumbs up,
Wow. Wow.
and then a pooper sticker. So
No.
Oh, well, first you put your thumbs up, and then,
Oh, gross.
Then we got one from Steven here, who sends us a thumbs up.
That's right. What's up, Steve?
Oh, yeah, I was right. So Deleted Scene sent us a pooper sticker. Or Darren,
I'm getting them
Deranged
flipped up.
Lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DL.
I was right in the first
sorry.
place.
You were right. Yes, I was wrong there. It
all
was
good.
too many D's for me.
Oh, good. I got
Wow.
myself all going.
Something most female porn stars never say. Too
And
many
then
Ds.
Ben Wade sent us a member chat. Said hello to all, and to all a good night. Well, thank you for that.
That was a
little
great
festive.
joke. I got nothing out of you guys. Good
I
job.
didn't hear you.
I quit.
I didn't hear you. You like phased out on me.
Sure.
The moment passed, I guess.
Phrasing, says Daniel. So he heard it.
There you
See?
go.
They heard it out there. I just didn't hear it on my end.
That's all right. It was-
Sometime
it
with
was-
the cancel echo cancel.
It
shit.
basically all started with scripts saying there's too many D's.
Yep. And because I'm not a porn star, yeah, it's perfectly reasonable for me to say that.
Yeah. It's gonna be an early.
I don't believe you.
It was too late for phrasing.
Yeah, and I'm about to go on Comics' channel in a little while, and we assemble those of us in the division there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also joining us a little late, but here he is. Jesse, how you doing? I wasn't sure if you were coming. I know you had a lot of stuff to do.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot it was Thursday.
No,
and I was
it's all
making
good, man.
cookies.
I knew that's what I was saying. I knew you were busy, so if you needed the night off, that was cool.
Nah, it's cool, man.
No worries.
There's no rush in making a cookie. They're
No
totally just
Russians
treats.
making your cookies? What?
Russians? Well, I don't know. Do you know any good
We'll
Russian cookies?
make you the cookies.
I'll try my hand.
All right.
Don't mind the glowing cookies. They got a little nuclear waste in them, just a little.
That's what went on in this house Tuesday night. I've got somewhere in the vicinity of about 200 plus of sugar
wow.
cookies in my dome.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Well, my wife makes them. She has all of her friends over. My kids' friends come over, so she bakes all these things, and they sit there with the icing and they decorate. And there's still another. There's got to be at least 100 more that they haven't decorated yet.
Oh man.
Tomorrow.
See, I see people do interesting things, like they'll take a gingerbread man shape and they'll turn it upside down and turn it into a reindeer. I was thinking about trying to figure out some way to make a Nagatomi Tower cookie. but
Out of gingerbread, that'd be cool.
A Nagatomi house, gingerbread house. Yeah.
You could. She
'Cause
doesn't
they
let
make,
me
like,
decorate.
3D
It'd
it.
actually be
cookies
very
out of
easy
sugar
because a lot of
and shit.
well, I was gonna say because of all the if you use graham crackers, like you could even do the tower real easily because it has that W kind of thing going through the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
It'd actually be probably pretty easy to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a little, it'd be.
It'd take you some time with the icing just to
Exactly,
get all
yeah,
the window
yeah.
lines right. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it. The Fox building is definitely worthy of making it
Oh,
a
yeah.
gingerbread house.
Christmas trees for Lisa and bloody spearheads for Bart.
Then Troy Pacelli also sent us a member chat, and he sent us a PayPal message as well, and says, "Happy Christmas, everyone." Well, all right, I'll check that out, Troy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the $10, and says, "Putting 2016 in a box set with the canon Ghostbusters makes as much sense as putting the Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes in the box set with the original 5 films. By the way, I love Midnight's Edge, and Tom is awesome. Merry Christmas." Thank you so much, Troy.
Thank you.
We appreciate the support. And yeah, I agree with you. And Andre made the perfect point in his video.
He did.
If it was not, it's the ultimate box set, not the definitive or the what have you, complete or whatever. Yeah, because sure, you have the Halloween box set where Scream Factory was.
So what's the big deal here? They gave you a nice shiny coaster. They gave you a nice shiny coaster with your DVD set.
No shit, right? Well, and Script made the best point. Like, who's gonna want to buy that sumbitch? All it's gonna do is push the price point up, and you're gonna push more people off of buying it. I mean, the movie's been out forever. They couldn't give the son of a fuck away.
I think it's 99 cents at Walmart.
Oh no! They did give it away.
They tried, and people deleted it. That's what I'm saying. They couldn't give it away.
Yeah, when I signed up for my first Sony Movies account, they gave me Ghostbusters 2016. I got to pick 4 other titles, but they forced Ghostbusters 2016 on me. It's the only reason I have
that
a digital
U2
copy.
song on the iPod or iPhone of you a few years back.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, the U2 album Script. Yes, exactly, just like that. When I signed up for my Sony Movies account.
All 16 tracks of that mess. I love U2, but that album was terrible.
Like, hey, if you're gonna give me a U2 album, make it Joshua Tree or Octong Baby, something I want to listen to. Fuck.
No, I'd even take Zoo York.
Putting 2016 in this box set, it reminds me of something Steven Crowder said. He said, if somebody makes you a really nice stew, but there's one piece of shit in it, is the rest of the stew still good? No, it's not. So you can't buy it at all.
Pretty poignant. And then we had a flurry, speaking of Christmas, of super chats come in. Thank you so much, guys. Chad Rapnerine, if I'm saying that right. I always forget if I'm saying it right or not. This here represents the last of the petty cash.
Wow.
Chew your food.
That's a line from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it is.
Nikki Deese just wishes us a Merry Christmas Eve. That's right. It's the night before the night before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about tonight?
Well, tell us Christmas Adams, because then you have tomorrow's Christmas Eve, Adams and Eve.
See,
not one of your best Script.
I started counting. I started counting on Monday because that was Christmas Eve.
Now you're just sounding nonsensical.
No, that's when I. That's
5 Christmas Eves.
Okay,
now
Valiant,
see, Jesse fixed it.
There you go.
And he added the tune. Merlin's Id is here as well and says, "I wish Paul a Merry Christmas and a very dead career."
Oh wow!
Oh, he already did that to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can make all the Bridesmaid sequels he wants, and
Yes.
Ghostbusters
But
is
I
one
want
of
to
them.
make Spy 2. Where's that at? Oh, wasn't that supposed to be his next movie after
Yeah.
Ghostbusters?
Which one?
Yeah.
Spy 2. It never happened.
Nope.
And Jason Statham stole that movie.
And
Clearly.
here's the thing. I mean, again, in the video you just released just a few minutes ago, you guys drug up that interview with Aykroyd saying he's not going to be back on the Sony lot.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
Aykroyd
that's a
actually said
very,
that. He's like, yeah, this dude ain't coming back here.
Oh, Aykroyd was brutal in that interview that he did.
Yeah,
Aykroyd has a really good relationship with Sony for the past 40 years. I think they're going to pick him over any newcomer.
not just that.
Well,
I
you would
mean,
hope, but you never know.
well, yeah, Jesse's got a point there.
There is truth to that. But there's still people that have been there since Aykroyd started, so I think they'll be.
Yeah, I mean,
until
Dan
they
is
leave, Aykroyd's pretty safe over there.
pretty solid. Plus, the thing is with Dan is he has some ownership over Ghostbusters. So,
Yep.
and that's the thing is I know Sony, the last thing they'd want to do is push Dan and Ivan at this point to do the whole going back with Harold Ramis's family and getting the rights back from Sony.
Yeah.
Because they can do that because it's 35 years past the
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
think they may have already, and they just worked out a deal with Sony that they set up Ghost Core at Sony. That could very well be.
Well, Ghost Core is it's like its own thing, but it's got a contract with Sony. And my
There you
understanding
go.
is that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Hal Ramis
That answers that.
definitively own a portion of Ghostbusters, which is why you need all three of them to sign off. And I think Ernie Hudson might have something in that as well, but I'm not 100% sure. But I hope he does because he's just as essential to that franchise as the rest of the cast.
Now, is this and that makes sense in that answer.
And
I
I've heard
hate when
I've
they
heard
don't
of
give.
this
I
as the,
really hate when they
since the
don't give Ernie
mid-90s,
Hudson his
so.
due. It always
Yeah.
bothers me. He's one of the fucking Ghostbusters. Just let him.
He
be
is,
full
yeah.
Ghostbuster. He was in half of the first movie because of the way his character
Well,
was introduced.
didn't
Big deal. He's still a Ghostbuster.
didn't Bill
He's
Murray
Fred.
relinquish his side of this deal, or is this a totally new deal now? I can't remember.
Well, I remember there was rumors that he relinquished it, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I don't
I'm
know
not
any more
sure.
details on that. If he
Yeah,
did,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know who he'd give him to, but it's
Because I know because the whole legal thing that went down with 2016 was because that was what the problem with the Bill Murray thing was, is he, I think that deal was kind of in place prior to, but I have no idea where it's at right now because when they had to threaten to sue him to be in it, he wanted all his rights relinquished. So they like bought him out of his rights or whatever. So then he no longer had anything to do with it. So he didn't have to deal with it or whatever. I don't remember all the details. You'd have to go back to the Midnight's Edge video, but it's in there from the emails. It's been so many years.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, anything could have changed with the negotiation of that thing when the 2016 movie came across. So, but I remember
because that deal
from
is
the mid 90s and on. That's basically they owned all of that stuff. They had ownership of all that stuff, which is why they, when they did the game, they got a nice hefty paycheck as well.
Well, it's just that my understanding of that whole thing is the reason they could sue him was because of that deal. So that's why he wanted out of it. So that could very well be true. If I'm not mistaken, you'd have to check out the reporting from back then, though. It's been many years since I've seen those videos. Goddess of Whim sends us a Shiba dog, Fartin Hearts. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that, and welcome, Goddess of Whim. John Pearson sends us another super sticker as well. This one, though, is a Shiba dog doing karate.
Thank you for
You
all
could teach a monkey karate.
You could.
I
want to see that movie, Karate Monkey. Make it happen.
It happened in real life.
It was in Grandma's Boy, wasn't it? Where they taught the they taught
I don't
the-
care.
Yeah.
I want a whole movie based on that.
I would love a Karate Monkey movie. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be like we already had a monkey
Boy in
hockey
his own
movie, and we already had
No, we don't want
movie.
MVP or whatever the MV primate or none of that shit. No. This is gonna be some serious shit.
We need more than one monkey fighting karate.
And then he like gets hammered like at a bar, and then it's drunken monkey style.
There you go.
Dude, that's
There you
probably
go.
going to be the best scene in the movie.
Well, the final fight is with a gorilla.
Oh, of course. But of
It's
course.
got to be a silverback.
Do they
That
have to
knows,
throw their
like-
shit at each other like weapons or something?
It totally could. That
Shit
has to-
chucks.
Shit chucks.
Crap chucks,
We
yeah.
subtitle it or whatever, and he's like, "Why are you eating strings? I'm making shit chucks."
Does this monkey smoke cigarettes?
Be better.
I think the master has to smoke 2 cigars at the same time. One out of each side of the corner of the mouth.
Karate
This
monkey.
is the shit that happens on this show.
Like, what crazy idea can we pitch this week? Karate monkeys.
One of these days, we're gonna get a phone call. You know that, right?
I think that I'd like
It's
to
either
move away from
really
karate.
good
Though.
or
I'd
really
rather have a
bad.
ninja monkey.
Stop coming up with these silly ideas. They're
That's
a
the
conflict of
sequel.
interest with what we're doing.
Hear me out on this one. If it's a ninja monkey instead, then you could have him like dressing as like a chef, a
That's
gardener.
the sequel.
Okay.
You could have you could have the
Gotcha.
monkey hand.
We
He's
got
got to
an
learn
arc.
karate first, then he's a ninja.
We can dive completely into the politics of
Samurai
karate
monkey.
monkeys. Yeah,
That's the third one.
Yeah.
samurai monkey.
He just graduates from various forms, and then you got like jujitsu monkey,
Enter the hut of monkey.
Kung Fu monkey.
and then craft monkey. Instead of
Actually,
Krav
you know
Maga,
what?
Craft
I'm
monkey.
thinking about this we're thinking about this the wrong way, guys. Each one of these is their own fucking character.
Yes.
and it's like a
You
red
get
team
more
that we bring
toys
together
that
like
way.
the Avengers. Yeah,
Exactly.
and they're all long lost brothers of each other.
Yes.
they're all
So you
from the
got
same
that kung
tribe
fu
of
vibe.
an
Of the
ultimate monkey.
Shaolin monkeys.
They were separated a long time ago by an evil gorilla.
This is gonna be the next 30 minutes of this fucking show, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could have this done and ready to go by the time the show is over.
Shaolin
We just
monkeys.
need monkeys.
We
Lots
just
of
need monkeys.
We already got the title. It's the Shaolin
You know, the secret's
monkeys.
out. This is why they pushed John Wick 4 back a full year, because Keanu's actually coming in
I
and he's
want a
rebooting the
monkey.
franchise with a monkey playing John Wick and starting the
Oh,
whole
But we
thing
already
over.
had a dog,
They
Keanu.
killed my
I
monkey.
want a monkey.
They took
Why
my
can't I
banana.
have a monkey? I need
The
a
dog
monkey.
bought him a monkey before she passed away or was murdered.
See, the monkey expresses more. And you can see in the monkey's eyes when it's dying how much it loves me too. And then you get more drama out of that. And then
Whoa.
they
It's very
go,
Nicolas Cage meets Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it was kind of a blend.
Why don't they do a movie together? By the way, they could
Well,
be.
when he
They could
gets
be in. They
excited,
could be
he
in
kinda
the
sounds
our
like
monkey
Nicolas
movies.
Cage.
Yeah.
because that's about the height of Keanu's excitement. That's about where he gets when he gets excited and loud. But it does kind of go into Nicolas Cage territory then, because the Nicolas Cage is up here and he's just all over the place.
Then when
So
you
the
get
most
past that,
excited
you're in the
Keanu
Doc
Reeves
Brown.
was the first movie he was in with Bill and Ted, and it was whoa. I mean, that was it.
Way, Ted.
Yeah, that was it. Yes, that was it. That's the most
Dude,
you ever
your
got out of
mom
it.
is hot.
Shut
Remember
up.
when I asked her to the prom?
I forget which movie she's married to which father. That's the problem.
The first one it's Bill's, second one it's Ted's.
Ted's, yeah.
And the third one is Ted's little brother,
Yes.
Weird.
which made
is
him his own
hilarious.
grandpa, apparently.
She gets arrested.
They should have put that joke in there. Now you're your own grandpa.
Oh,
So you have
yeah.
to sing the song.
Yeah, I wonder if I gotta buy myself a
I'm
gift
my
at
own
Christmas.
grandpa. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Spider Unlimited wants to know why Paul always wears a fancy suit.
Insecure about
answering
his
that.
waistline? I don't know.
Because
He's
they
got
pay
a
him too
wife.
much.
Are they really fancy?
No.
Are they really?
No, they're kind of just they're one grade above off the rack.
Yeah.
They're flamboyant.
Like
That.
1990s hipster.
It's 1990s hipster, but today and in Hollywood that'd be considered the beard suit. So like whoever you're married to, you'd be identifying yourself as the beard to that woman.
You're the beard. Yeah.
Taking
No,
pictures
you-
on the sofa in his little jazz slippers and his fancy flamboyant suit with his feet
You're
up
right.
in the
He
air.
dresses
It's
like a lesbian.
No, it's the
Yeah.
socks, dude.
From behind, you cannot distinguish between him or Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
he's not wrong.
Wow.
He is
He's
right.
not wrong.
Shots fired.
Oh, damn.
Dang.
He's he's right. Let's just say he's right.
He's
Very
right,
right.
but dang.
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, if the shoe fits, lace that bitch up.
We got Ironcaster in
Well,
the
they're
house, and he
slippers.
says Drunken Monkey Style versus Nunchuckosaurus. Now you're really getting into crossover stuff.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Oh yeah, for
Yes.
sure. For sure.
That's in phase 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Phase one. We're introducing you to the monkeys and the monkey super team, right?
Oh yeah,
You
it's
know,
going to take a
Separately,
while
we'll introduce
before.
you to the Nunchuckosaurus.
the Nunchuckosaurus.
And by the time we get to phase 4, they will all be chicks.
Right.
Mark
Yeah.
it.
Because
Blasian
and-
chicks.
What?
Yeah, I mean, because we want that sweet ESG investment money. That's
because
what
we want to be able to coattail. So
I think
we'll
that
make
the
them
monkeys
Asian,
should be
but we want
surrounded by
attitude, so we'll make
chicks.
them black. So Blasian.
Blasian
monkeys.
Blasian
Yes.
monkeys.
Tiger Woods.
See, the
Can we
thing is,
get
you got to make
Aquafina
that
to
first
voice
good
one of
monkey
them?
movie, and then after that, each different monkey movie you make, they each have to be subsequently more badass than the previous one. Until you at the end where you reach like the real main character, then you realize who's going to be in charge.
We have to have like a femme fatale monkey. Like,
I told you this would be the next 30 minutes. I told you this would be the next 30 minutes.
She's kind of like Cover Girl mixed with
we don't really need
the girl gremlin.
A female monkey here. It's traditional that monkeys go after women, right? So
okay,
we'll just deal with that.
Yeah, we'll just have the monkeys will hang out with a bunch of hot 80s chicks in bikinis.
Groupies.
Yeah.
Wow, Brian,
holy cow! Thank you
man.
so very much, Brian. I'm gonna ruin your name here though. Paniagua. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's close. Yeah, Paniagua.
That's what I would say.
$49.99. Warner Brothers got clowned a lot this year for putting their slate on HBO. Hindsight is 2020, but given the circumstances, reception to prior movies and slate on paper, I see why they did it. Could you honestly have said Matrix 4 and Dune are guaranteed hits? Oh, no, yeah, I agree with you 100%, Brian. We said this before. We said Kalar knew what he was doing in this case.
Yeah.
But now Dune, here's the thing though. At this point, he shouldn't be doing them day and date. And Matrix 4 was going to fail either way.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Now, Dune, on the other hand, that should have been the first movie that they went back to the theatrical release first.
Yep.
Agreed.
And I think it would have done much better.
Much better.
And it probably would have made at least $500 or $600 million. Easy.
The problem is they set up these deals so far in advance that you can't put on the brakes to do things that make sense in the moment.
Well, but they also have people like with the geniuses like Ann Sarnoff and others that are contributing to that pile of mistaken decisions. So
yeah, and make no mistake, I think Legendary would have gladly renegotiated the deal because they wanted it theatrical.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you see what happened with Tenet last year, right? I mean, that's basically what they were worried about repeating.
And that's what happened.
But it was a different day. I think if they had, if you had to go with a two-pronged approach, for all the flack that and Disney just put out bad stuff this year that nobody really wanted to see, but at least they were giving their films a 30 or 45 day exclusive window. Right. Warner didn't even do that. I mean, if they had done that, would it have guaranteed that Dune would have been a quote hit? No.
Only if it was released internationally the same day as North America.
Right. And because the release schedules have been really, really kind of crappy, but it definitely would have pulled in more box office revenue, which if you're already going to be in the box office anyway, my opinion is go for it, because with Warner Brothers doing this day and date release stuff, AMC, Cinemark, Regal, all these exhibitioners, they were getting probably the worst terms in Hollywood this year in terms of rental agreements with these theaters with this day and date stuff. I think it would have behooved them to at least try to go to 30 or 45 and then drop it on HBO Max after that.
Or even 120.
Well, then you're kind of more back to a traditional run. They didn't.
I say do that.
Yeah. I do too. I agree, but that's what I'm saying is we're talking about. This is why according going by the super chat, saying we understand why they did this. I'm like, yeah, kind of, sorta, but they still would have made more money almost with 100% certainty had they at least given some kind of exclusive theatrical window on these films. Even Space Jam 2, for God's sake.
Yeah, because streaming is really like the modern day version of the video store down the street.
And they really could have used that to the advantage too, because they control that part of the market a lot more, right? And I agree with Script that this whole entire thing proves that you need day and date to make the kind of money they've been doing. And if you would have just staggered it, like released it in theaters, 45 days later, 90 days later, released it on streaming, then the video 120 days later,
right,
that would have made it still a premium property.
Or drop the Blu-ray, DVD, whatever, Like, go back to the traditional stuff. It made them boatloads of money. This you broke your Tom. You and I talk about this all the time. You have 5 ways to make money with a film. Now you have 2.
And I agree with your point, but like I know the studios wouldn't see that as the more lucrative. They would put the streaming before, but yeah.
No, I don't. Let me tell you, it's not lucrative. Look, and you do not hold subscribers. Churn is up substantially across the board for all of these services. They are in full blown panic mode at Disney, Warner Media, et cetera, because they are losing subs almost faster than they're replacing them. And the subs that they're replacing them with are driving down, and this is something Valiant and I talk about all the time. They're driving down the ARPU because they're getting them from poorer countries that charge far less and net way less money. You're netting.
Well, that's definitely a Disney issue. Yeah.
But it's not just Disney. Netflix has the same problem now. Netflix is just invested in the same problem.
Between you mentioned Warner, like HBO Max and Disney, HBO Max is actually pretty healthy. I mean,
HBO Max I think will survive most of 2022 if they keep up this pace of content.
Mm-hmm.
But if they change it, I think they'll probably get the same backlash as Disney and Netflix, and especially Paramount Plus. I think is going to actually blow people away next year with all the stuff they're releasing. Whether it's good or not, that's to be debatable.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah.
They're going to have tons of content out to actually keep people who subscribe at least worthy of holding on to it because they're getting new stuff constantly.
So I see Paramount being spun off by the end of the second quarter of 2022.
Yeah, but taking it back to the super chat, you're not wrong. I mean, I'm just saying part of the reason HBO Max is so strong was those early day and date releases like Mortal Kombat and Godzilla vs. Kong and stuff like that. And Dune definitely was a huge boost to the service. And of course, the Snyder Cut is another one that people forget about because it wasn't a theatrical release. But see, that's where I think Warner should have at that point turned around and made a little bit like they could have just looked at their slate and said, okay, this movie we can pull from theatrical and just make it an HBO Max exclusive. Right. This one we can do day and date, but movies like Dune, we cannot afford to do that. And that goes along with what Script was saying about making sure that all these tentpole movies open at the same time everywhere so you can maximize your profit. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. And you're never going to make the kind of money back because once those suckers hit digital, they're out there in a pristine copy. And that has been one of the number one issues in the past 2 years. Now studios have bitched for how many years about piracy? This is the first time they can actually complain about it. Yeah, where I know it's actually hit their bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it to themselves though.
That's the irony of it.
I know. That's what's ridiculous. Look, bottom line with HBO Max, we'll see, and I got to go look up AT&T's next quarterly report when that's coming, but it's usually probably late January, early Feb, right around Disney's.
They just sold off another major piece too.
Yeah, yes. Stan Key's going to keep trying to reduce the debt load, but no, what I was getting at was HBO Max has been almost like clockwork. They've been picking up a net of about 2.3 million new subs each fiscal quarter.
Yeah. So instead of churning like the others.
Yeah. If we see a substantial, and the good thing is with HBO Max, it's not just the new stuff. They have a great content
library. Got a catalog.
It's a huge catalog library. I'm watching that more and more because of what they have wanted. It really is a lot more than most people realize. And that's what's keeping people around. That's what's engaging people. I think the other reason why they kept Dune the way they did was because that was right after the break with Amazon. In terms of the subscriptions through there. So they had to get those 5 million subs back. It's like, hey, come over here and sign back up on HBO Max now that you're going from Amazon. We got Dune coming up in 2 weeks.
So let me ask you though, do you still have Netflix?
Yeah.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. You do?
I do. I don't watch it that much. It's just
that was going to be my question. So you have Warner, right? And do you have do you have any of these other services?
Oh, I've got a couple, yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you find yourself watching the most? See, that's the thing. I think most consumers are getting to the point where they're realizing I only watch one of these things.
Yeah. Well,
the problem is that, dude, I'll look through all these movies and the good ones I've seen already or I own, and then I end up watching a documentary on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like a lot of stuff I watch on Netflix. I end up watching
more on YouTube than anything.
Yeah, that's just me. YouTube.
That's one of the disadvantages of a streaming service is that the majority of the people that you would think would sign up for this pretty much own the content you have physically already. I mean, that's one. And how do you circumvent that? Well, you have to drop newer stuff and limit the amount of physical media access you have for it. And
what's good is when they find really obscure shit that's hard to find on DVD. Like one of them has The Adventures of Mark Twain, that claymation weirdo movie.
So if anybody out there has access to the DVD, I don't even care if it's better quality than the DVD, but the DVD of the Jason Priestley film Hitman, let me know, because that is like gold. It didn't make any money in the theaters. It didn't make any money anywhere. And it was like on like the bottom tier free movie channel of every cable system, like every once in a while. It's an incredible film. Believe it or not. So.
Convenient P says, you guys talking about Lancelot Link? Secret Chimp reboot? No, because then we can't do it on our own. We can't.
These are martial arts based.
Yeah, no, this is we're gonna have different
monkey arts based.
Reimer also says Ninja Monkey will be mentored by Harambe's ghost.
That would be amazing, right?
The ghost of Harambe.
Yeah, and when we introduce our chimpanzees and our orangutans, they're going to be like the bad guys. So it's going to be like, the orangutans, because, redheads are bad. So the orangutans
we're going to get all racist and shit.
It would be great though, because like
in phase 3, the Ninja Turtles come in.
If you do a series of movies and they each have their own story like that, and the only thing that really ties them together is they all see that one ghost of Harambe. You realize that they're all linked.
It's Ghost Yoda Harambe. That's what it is.
My sons.
Yes.
Tonight, together, you have. No, I'll stop. Isn't now be our left? He's like, "Fuck, here we go." I told you it'd be a half hour. Now it's 45 minutes.
45 minutes. I told you.
Diego Flores says, "Tom, there's already an anime with the same premise of monkeys. Shut the fuck up, Diego."
No,
we don't want
these
robots.
Live action monkeys.
These aren't robots.
These are actual real monkeys that are. They all need to learn different martial arts.
We're gonna get Polly to train them karate.
Hollywood shit. These are
I was completely unaware of this thing until you just brought it up and legally caused me a problem. Now, Diego,
there's robots in there. There ain't no robots.
Plausible deniability just went the fuck out the door.
No, they did. Look, this has nothing to do with that. It wouldn't even be close to a derivative.
I know that doesn't have anything to do with it either.
That's some name for a show, though. Super Robot Monkey Hyperforce Go.
It wasn't on Nickelodeon or something like Cartoon Network.
Dude, and we already have the chat just gave us the name for the super evil organization, the Oranga Gang.
The Oranga Gang. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yep. That is courtesy of Hyde 1352. Thank you for that.
So
the Oranga Gang.
So where are the good guys? The martial monkeys or the
Shaolin monkeys?
Shaolin only covers one martial arts school. Though.
That's true.
Okay, so that's one of the monkeys. I don't know. I have to come up with something. Nikki D says, "What's the acronym for the cinematic universe?" I'm trying to figure that out.
The MCU. The monkey cinematic universe.
We call our good guys the Fist.
Or
what about the tail?
Are they playing poop?
No, I don't want. Can we not do poop jokes?
Just you have to get at least one.
It's going to be inevitable.
I know, but I mean, as far as the monkey,
but you make it count.
Have it where only the bad guys.
I want that moment to be valuable when they're flinging feces.
There could be a total bad guy game called the Feces 5.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah. Our good guy monkeys, they are far too much honor.
Just go with the fecal 5. It sounds better. Let's do fecal 5,
dude. And they're like shaped like little ninja stars. They're like.
How did you make that? Well, my butthole is shaped like a star.
Oh God!
The secret is you eat the banana peel whole.
You have one monkey who like eats like an atrocious amount of things, and that he's like
he
provides the stars like in real time. Just like
good lord.
Well, the drunken kung fu
like
monkey
Play-Doh
should be really fat.
Valiant is why am I here? Mecha J says for Paul to say his Ghostbusters won a Kids' Choice Award. As it's some sort of accomplishment, just shows how petty. The whole thing shows how fucking petty he is.
I'm sorry. That was the part that cracked me up. It's like, congratulations, Paul. The only people that enjoyed your film were the ones that were drooling down the sides of their mouths while they were sucking on a teething ring. You know what? Congratulations, Paul.
Who you have to explain what a queef is to.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, like these are the kids that want to pour slime on your head when you get that award, knucklehead. So there you go. It's already wearing a clown suit.
Yeah.
You guys remember the original Double Dare? Now that was a good show.
Yes.
You know, Mark Summers, the guy that was the host of that show, is OCD as fuck.
Well, as long as
that show drove him nuts.
I read about that. Like I don't know how he survived.
I don't either.
How could you be OCD and have a prop of like a 20-foot nose that people dig?
That's what everybody asked him constantly.
Well, and the
it's
giant
like,
thing
money,
of oatmeal
motherfucker.
and all this stuff that they had to jump in and get cut. And it's like
he would talk about how nasty that set would get.
But
especially if they were gone for a few days. Yeah.
But he must have paid him well.
There were other freak shows out there too, like Howie Mandel. That dude's a freaking space alien.
He doesn't surprise me though. See,
yeah,
in a weird fucking way, he doesn't. I kind of always saw it. There was something with him, but yeah. But he's actually more normal now that he's come to terms with it than before. Actually, I don't know how he is personally, but I heard he was a real dickhole back in the day. I'm sure he still is, but I mean, he seems like he's a lot more laid back, that he's kind of come to terms with it all. I don't know. Do you know anything about him, Script?
I think I mean, Howie Mandel's been a cool guy. I used to listen to him on the local Canadian radio before he became really famous. He'd call in and do his Bobby voice as a kid.
I loved his comedy.
No, his comedy's really good. He did change after he beat cancer. So
that's right. He did get cancer. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But I mean, he didn't change for the worse. He actually changed for a bit of the better. I mean,
he seems like a much more nicer guy now than he did back in the day. I mean, yeah, he's a little soy, but whatever.
A little.
Well, he'd be Canadian Kurt. He'd be Kurt Canadian. So like he'd be polite but a little rude at the same time, and you wouldn't realize it you wouldn't realize it right away. It'd take you a couple minutes to realize he was being.
I don't know what happened. Something just came over me. Wouldn't that be weird if something did just come over me? Get out of the way, Howie! I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's used to be a Howie Mandel joke, kids.
Yep.
Oh, he was fucked up. I remember the first thing I ever saw him in was that one with Joe Pescopo. What the fuck is the name of that? Shit. What the hell is the name of it?
Was
Real
it
Men?
a show or a sketch?
No, it's a movie. Like The Real Men or something like that. It was called.
He was in Monster.
Or not Joe Pescopo. Ted Danson. A Fine Mess. That's something else.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's with Ted Danson. Yeah,
Joe Pipsico was awesome. I love that.
He's reading the can for the deodorant. And it's like shake vigorously before using. He just sits there and shakes him. Like, what the fuck, man?
My mother hung me on a hook once.
Yeah, I was getting them mixed up with those two. Brian Paniagua. I'm gonna get it right one of these days. Paniagua. Sends in $4.99 and says the MCU has lost a lot of steam since 2009. 2019. Do you think Sony could have gotten away with making a third Holland Spider-Man without Marvel? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They might not have had the same directing and writing team, but they would have gotten away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We wouldn't have got what we got here though.
I
don't think so.
Because I think this was more of a this. Let's be real, guys, and I know everybody wants to give Sony so much fucking credit for this, and rightfully so. They're going to get a lot for it.
They're going to take more than they actually deserve.
Exactly. Here's the thing: is this whole movie is predicated on the fact that Kevin Feige heard what Flashpoint was doing, and as soon as the rumors started going around that Michael Keaton was coming back, that set this entire thing in motion the way it was. I guarantee it, because he has been reactionary to what DC has been doing since day one. It's what he did with Civil War. Right. That's why he's always made sure that every time there's something DC coming, there was something Marvel could drop to just drop.
Basically, scoop in and do it first.
He even put the joke in the movie with the book Flashpoint.
Exactly, that was too obvious.
That was
Feige plans enough in advance that he can do a quicker turnaround, because the writers did an interview saying that when they finished doing Far From Home, they had no idea how they were going to exactly pick up Peter Parker's story with his identity exposed. They were pretty much planning to just do this all about him just getting into college. They had no inclination to do anything about the multiverse, no inclination about Doctor Strange. And then while they're in the writer's room with Feige, that's when they come up with this idea of bringing in these other these other characters from other film franchises in and doing it a whole. And that would have been right around the time they announced negotiations for Michael Keaton to be returning for the Flash film.
So here's an interesting thing. I went back and watched Doctor Strange, the first film, night before last or whatever. And, because I wasn't sleeping. And
that car accident in that movie freaks me out.
Oh yeah, that's wicked. But when you get to the end of that film and you compare it to what you just saw in the latest Spider-Man film, Doctor Strange is not the same character, not by a long shot.
He's very different in No Way Home.
Yeah, and so I'm looking at it going,
yeah, but do you think they're trying to force the idea, kind of like what was it, Attack of the Clones, where Anakin and Obi-Wan were so buddy back and forth? It's like to try to suggest more history than they've shown, because he seems like he's been Doctor Strange for like 10 years at this point, the way he's acting.
He kind of has, because Doctor Strange, the movie takes place many years before the MCU kind of starts, and he trains for years with the Ancient One before his mission happens, and then by the time of Infinity War, he's been Sorcerer Supreme and Doctor Strange for quite a while.
If only he was Ned, he could have just picked it up in a week.
But here's the thing. But to that end, I mean, we didn't see significant change in the way that the character was performed until this most recent film, I don't think.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, I accidentally brought this one up on screen and didn't read it. I realized it.
Yeah. Primer.
This is why I said 2009. Fun fact, at the 2009 Kids' Choice Awards, High School Musical 3 beat The Dark Knight and Iron Man for Best Picture. That award is but yeah, all these award shows are mostly worthless.
How does anything beat The Dark Knight?
It's too dark for the kiddies.
Well, I mean, if it was going up against for editing, lots of things would beat The Dark Knight for editing.
I don't know about that, because my son friggin' loved that movie.
You can love the movie, but there's some cuts happening in The Dark Knight that throw you over
words for that. It's Zac Efron, and the kids voting in the Kids' Choice Awards are 12, 13, 14-year-old girls. It's going to be High School Musical 3.
Ryan Geiger is correct. They did mention Rhodes' injury when he was driving in the car before the car accident in Doctor Strange.
Wait, say that again? I missed
Rhodes.
Oh, yeah. He denied doing his back surgery or whatever.
Right.
No, I thought he denied doing something for a chick with a brain injury.
He also at the same time, but also Rhodes.
It was right after, he crashed into the ground at the end of
Civil War. Then, right?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was also on a list at some point. I think he
was on a list in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Mr. Grant Gregory says Martial Arts Monkeys starring Rob. No. Yes on the Martial Arts Monkeys.
I want Rob
No
Schneider.
on the Rob. No.
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
Derpy.
Hey, if you call it Martial Arts Monkeys Engage, then it could be MAME, because monkeys maim people.
I like half this, Grant Gregory, so you're half hired.
Yeah, I like most of it. Here. Why? Look, okay, so you don't have to make him a main character.
What?
Rob Schneider's awesome.
I wish my name was McLeod.
I don't think he's that funny. Cool. I think he's obnoxious.
I'll tell everybody I was from the Clan McLeod.
The only good character he ever had was "You Can Do It."
Yeah, it's true. Rob Schneider is a carrot.
He was funny in Demolition Man.
Yeah, but that's not. Well, that's true, but only to a point.
Good. He's a character actor.
He's kind of like Tom Arnold, though.
Character
he's only funny in small doses.
Right. Yes. So but this is a monkey movie. Come on.
Here's the problem. If we have monkeys and Rob Schneider in this movie together, that is a fucking that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Right there, yeah.
Exactly. You shouldn't do that.
Even though when he played it straight in The Benchwarmers, he played it actually quite. I mean, the movie overall was not that great, but he did play it straight and well in The Benchwarmers.
Could he be like the guy that gives the secret missions?
He can play one of the bad guys' voices. Okay.
Yeah, like a Bosley.
We need to stay focused.
Howard into this.
We need to stay focused.
The president. He could be the president of the United States. That's a higher level. One scene.
Perfect.
This is going to stay the MCU, the Monkey Cinematic Universe. We're not going to bring in Rob Schneider at this point.
So, the big question is: this going to be in the modern age, or is it going to be back in the day? Modern age.
Should this be like the mid-70s type of style?
Yes, time traveling exploitation.
Okay, well, if that's the case, we are going to digitally reanimate Charlton Heston and get him back involved.
You could get such a vibe going if you did make it 1970s.
Yes, we need a Heston. We need that other big fat actor guy that was in the Godfather.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah, we need that big fat fucker.
Big fat actor guy, Marlon Brando.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
Don Lee.
When you see
It's
the,
comedian.
when somebody says the big fat actor guy, the first thing I think of is that kid from Revenge of the Nerds 3 or 4.
No, I'm like Chris Farley.
John Panetta? That comedian
Yeah,
sadly passed away a few years ago.
I'll have you
He
know, I
did?
didn't get fat
Yep.
until like the 80s.
Sucks. He was in Punisher.
Yeah, he was. He was funny. He's a funny guy.
He seemed like a sweet guy.
Yeah,
no.
he is.
Look,
I
I'm
was
coming
a-
up with
I
some
was
great
a very
ideas. Here.
fat piece of beef until the
I'm-
1980s.
Script. We need to get writing on this right away. We need to.
I'm sure this will be at the
I'll
top
play
of scripts
the-
priorities.
Copyright and trademarked by Midnight's Edge.
Yeah.
If
I
I
told
wave
you
my
that
hands, it makes it
before.
legal.
I'll do the movie.
Well,
but
it's
I
being
gotta-
recorded and technically published, so it is legal.
But I
Fuck
wanna,
yeah.
I wanna
Listen to
play it
that
as
guy.
a bagel.
These are not the treatments you're looking for.
I don't want to wear pants.
And I'm not wearing
Wow, that's
pants.
great. These are not the treatments you're looking for.
Oh,
Michael
God.
McLeod says, anyone
Film
remember the
nerd
Mark
humor,
Summers
film
and Burt,
nerd humor.
Burt
Oh my
Reynolds
God.
scuffle on the Tonight Show? Mark got owned or
Owned.
pwned, or how do I don't know
Pawned.
how to say that.
I think owned.
Well,
Pawned.
people didn't
remember
know how to
that.
spell owned back in the day because it kept hitting the P button, so it went to pond.
Pwned.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that. That's on YouTube, I believe, actually.
There's a video out there of Burt Reynolds beating somebody up on the Tonight
Dude,
Show.
Burt Reynolds beat a lot of people's asses.
Burt Reynolds is like high on coke through most of his.
Yeah, for his whole life, and he beat people's asses regularly. That's not the only time.
He put coke in his coffee.
Wow. Okay, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Probably just as much or more. Plus, then add in the booze and everything else.
Can we do like a scene? Now we're going back into the 70s with the monkeys, right? So can we do a scene on a trolley in San Francisco with it out of control going downhill?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but it's on
Yeah.
a track, so it's not too dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Unless except for the people on it, which makes it more street level, which is good
Well,
for the monkey.
listen, as long as one of the monkeys is trying to drive it, that's funny.
Can it be like a female monkey that has no other purpose at all?
What is it
other
with
than
you trying to
drive?
make
With
these
a fanny
monkeys
pack,
female?
you mean?
Yeah, with a fanny pack.
That's
He's trying to
phase
prepare
4
us for the
culture.
future
Female
when we get
monkeys
to the
come in
studio.
phase 4. Phase
okay.
4
You do
only.
Shang Chimp, don't you?
Oh, God.
You got it. Script caught on.
The Waltman 4 sends in a $4.99 super
That's
chat.
one of
Says,
the monkeys, Shang Chimp.
yeah.
Shang Chimp.
Reactionary, you say, look how Eternals turned out after New Gods got canceled. But curious, how is it going to play out with two different Venoms now?
And the-
See, now
Good,
there's
hopefully.
I don't know if this
You
is
could
the
have the
case now
Venom I want,
either.
then you could have the Venom everybody else seems to like.
There's some stuff going down now that Spider-Man might show up in Venom 3. So I
Yeah.
have no idea how they're doing this.
Shang Chip and the 10 finger cuffs. Wow. Anyway, sorry.
Sure.
Chinese
Finger
handcuffs.
trap, I think.
Finger
It's
trap.
finger
Shang,
cuffs is something
Shang
else.
Chimp and the
Yeah.
10
Yeah, finger
turds
cuffs
because you
totally
got to
something
throw
else.
them.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Finger traps. Gosh, yeah. Not no, that'd be bad.
Well, finger cuffs
The
used to
5
be
finger traps of death.
I don't
Why
think
do
we
you
can get
call her
Joey Laura
finger
Adams
cuffs?
in there. So
because she had one guy in each end.
That's fucked.
I'm
pair of
not all right.
Chinese
I don't know
finger
what's
cuffs.
going on up here. Right
This is where we are 2 days before Christmas, folks. You can laugh or leave. We don't give
Diego
a fuck.
Flores couldn't the inconsistencies for Strange be that the writers forgot about consistency and continuity. Well, yeah, that's the
well,
Clear
unfortunately, these
answer.
two writers didn't work on any of the previous Doctor Strange. They did,
So
Ant-Man
therefore,
and
they
Ant-Man
didn't
and the
bother
Wasp,
watching them.
and a couple other Marvel ones.
sometimes that's just and I'm not trying to make any fucking excuses for the MCU, Kevin Feige, any of the writers before I say this. So please don't take that as this way. But I think sometimes we've gotten a little too accustomed to our sequels being so in line with the previous movies and part of the same, people making them constantly that we forget how inconsistent sequels used to be back in the day when we were lucky enough to get not only the same actors back, but like that they would actually act like the actual actors used to act in the movie before that.
Wait a
Like,
minute. Lethal
Danny
Weapon.
DeVito in what is it, Jewel of the Nile, and then
Romancing the
Oh,
Stone.
and then
Romancing
Romance
the
the
Stone.
Stone.
yeah,
and
he's
War
the
Roses,
the
yeah.
villain in the first one, and then he's fucking the helping him in the second one.
Right.
And and then you have like completely different actors in like the Sting 2 playing the same characters, and You know, and again, I'm not making excuses for any of that shit,
but then again, it worked just fine in Lethal Weapon. And
yeah, but
Die
that was
Hard.
Not everybody came back for that. Like, not
but
just
see, people grew into
directors.
those characters, though.
Yeah.
Sure, but the characters stayed largely the same. Is the point?
Oh, yeah.
They behaved the same.
Riggs is always Riggs.
Yeah, but see, that's one of the exceptions of the rules because you had Donner through the whole thing, and that's what Script I think was saying too.
Yeah, you had Donner. You had most of the production. The only thing that really changed were the screenwriters.
Schwarzenegger is the same in Commando as he is in
I think you're missing my point here, but we have Mike in the background here. So welcome, Mike. How was your ride home?
Hey.
Holy hell, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, my friend.
Dude.
3.5 hours in traffic in California in the rain.
Oh, God.
From Burbank to here. Although, a couple of good news to report. We looked at physical locations for my new client. I can now announce that Hollywood Production Studio is my client, and we went and looked at office spaces today in Burbank, and putting together a package in the next few weeks to get a massively huge LED wall. Oh my God, I saw their new monitor. It's a $38,000 monitor that they use for Unreal 5 engine work.
Right.
Holy crap.
Pretty amazing,
wow.
right?
Oh my God. Tom, once we get this new studio built, this invitation goes out to all of you guys who are into this stuff. When I make these trips in California, anyone that wants to come with me, I'll bring you with me. You got to see this new thing that they're putting together. It's going to be unbelievable.
I'll go. I'm a nerd. I've been to many of those craft.
Yeah, you're kind of making me curious.
Studios. Yeah, stage.
Yeah, kind of making it hard.
They're going to be the only one that's not, say, owned by Disney or one of the large studios. They're going to be the only independent Unreal 5 8K production in the West Coast. That's independent. That's not.
Are they doing 270 plus?
Now I'm completely turgid.
So the LED wall that we're getting is 22 feet high.
Jesus, right. That's like a
Titantron. But is it 270 degrees plus a ceiling?
Yeah, and
can I watch Jaws on it?
And it's 50 feet wide, 50 feet by 22 high.
Like so basically, we got a place where we could shoot our ninja monkey.
Yeah, did you hear this idea that we were cracking?
Yeah, I heard everything in the show except the last 5 minutes when I set up the laptop. Yeah, I'm a little disturbed by what I heard. It is Christmas, and
great.
Let's just say
we already named one of the monkeys. So
Yeah, we're gonna Mike, you get to name a monkey.
We need you for this, Mike. You're one of the monkeys.
Okay, oh, Shane Chimp. Who's Shane Chimp? Who got that one? Who's Shane Chimp,
baby?
Okay,
we just created one of the names. We're going to be having to come. We have to have like Jackie Chimp and
Mexa Chimp.
See, I think that after these monkey brothers have been separated, I think
no. I got it.
See the ghost of Harambe. That Harambe should lead them.
Jesse,
the ghost of Harambe should lead them each to the top martial arts teacher for a different
Jesse,
school.
what do you think of
Ghost of Harambe?
Jesse, what do you think of this name, Rabbit Chimp?
Yeah,
Rabbit Chimp. You could, if you had a rabbit,
to the people
to be like, yo, that's Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Chip Norris. I love Chip Norris.
Good job. Theo and Hyde came up with another one. Chimp Lee. What?
Yeah. What? Chip Lee and Chip Norris.
Well, Frank Marshall will be happy with Congo 2, the Ninja Monkey Kingdom.
Ironically, though, not one of these monkeys is going to know monkey style kung fu.
I'm fully funding this project as of right now with my coke habit.
Good.
That's the kind of leadership we need.
We're going to budget 50% for coke and 50% for the production.
You forgot 25% for hookers.
I don't want to die though.
Yeah, Chimp Eastwood. There's a good one.
Well, the coke's just for Frank there, Jesse. The coke's just for Frank.
Look here, I have an idea of a studio where I produce one product where it's all just movies with monkeys in it. All kinds of them, not just kung fu movies, but like all kinds. And then I got another idea for a production company that produces on nothing but movies with little people in them. Okay, I have this idea.
I smell a crossover between those two.
Me too.
Eventually, that could happen. I don't know.
Is it
And
going to
then
be called Out of Reach Studios for the small people?
Sure. That's a great idea. And then another one where I just make like exploitation Charlie Band type stuff
Oh, we're all going to
all day
hell.
long. Just crazy. It's $10 to make it. It's hookers getting killed by aliens from the planet Zeist.
How are we still alive?
I don't
Easy.
know.
You hit the
Sean
button.
Connery chimp.
How is this channel still monetized?
He's bringing in Highlander
That
again.
is
We
This
already
close
did.
to getting shut down.
Yeah.
Oh my. There can be only one. I can't even do a bad accent that guy does. It's terrible.
Mr. Grant Gregory asked our thoughts on Barry Keoghan cast as Joker in Batman. Is this official?
I've
I don't
not
know who that
seen this one.
I
Barry
don't
Keoghan?
care.
Wait,
Can
what?
I
Say
screen
that
share
again?
this dude?
What happened?
Barry Keoghan.
Who's going to be in what with who? That's going to do what with a monkey? What?
I don't know.
Monkey Batman.
Wait, are you talking about the one where he's going to be?
Oh,
in
this
Batgirl?
guy.
He's in the Eternals, but I guess this is semi-confirmed.
Who cuts his hair? I know.
This
I
will
ain't got
actually
no
segue us
speak,
into
but-
our next story. So let's grab this.
Oh, we have a story? I thought we were having fun. This is
Barry Keoghan casting seemingly confirmed by Warner Brothers, according to this report.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I thought that was Ezra Miller.
This is the guy that looks like he ran
not
into.
Ezra Miller.
This is the guy that looks like he ran into a manhole cover like 7 times with his face.
Look at Arnie all over this shit. Play World of Tanks now, yes. It'll make you.
He's
feel
like,
good.
fuck your freedom, but I'm going to
Fuck your
start to make
freedom.
money off of
Did they-
Christmas.
Did they
Bloody
want to
hell's
go
with the
find a
tank.
guy that looked like Ezra Miller? Because
I don't know. Anyway, Keoghan is said to
Discount
It's
be
not
playing-
hard because they both look inbred. So, you know, you just go to
Yeah,
that one family
pretty
and they
much.
all look the same.
Keoghan is said to be playing a character named Stanley Merkel in the movie. The new footage seen in the Batman's International trailer suggests he could be playing the Joker. According to the Hollywood
probably-
Reporter,
Isn't he the Riddler?
I don't know.
I don't remember who's the Riddler.
No, the Riddler's what's his face? Not Paul. Not is it Paul Dano? No.
Yeah, Paul Dano is the Riddler. Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird looking kid from Loop.
Do you realize that we are now describing most of the actors in Hollywood as weird looking?
They're all
They
pretty
are.
much like
There's no handsome men in Hollywood anymore. Like Henry
No.
Cavill is kind of it.
they're all Steve Buscemi.
Oh
No,
god.
I wanna-
Steve
I wanna
Buscemi's
go
better
that
looking than
far.
some of these guys.
No,
Steve
but I mean
Buscemi,
that
I
Buscemi has
like.
character in his face.
you know that line in Fargo. It's like he's funny looking. Like, what do you mean funny looking? I don't know, just funny.
So you
looking.
were fucking the little fellow then.
Funny like a clown?
You're
like
fucking the little
funny
fella.
like I amuse you?
When I'm funny, what do you mean I'm funny to you? Huh? Like I'm a clown? Let's see here. He says, so whatever. According to Hollywood Reporter, Warner Brothers has been testing 2 different cuts of the movie, one with a certain character and one without. And the studio has now reportedly made a decision about which version to go with. Which character the THR report refers to is, for now, this is from a Hollywood Reporter, so that's whatever. All right. I have very little fucking faith in this.
I have no faith
I just
in it
can't
at
wait
all
for this
anymore.
movie to come out and be over and be gone and done with already.
Because
I know
here's
you're
the
going to
weird
make
thing.
us talk about it, and I'm not watching this one. I'm
But
not
Jesse, here's
watching
the
this
thing,
one.
dude. I'm with you. I think
do
this
it.
is going to be that film that everybody goes, "Oh, that was a film," and
Yeah,
that's it.
like
Why didn't they have Batman in that movie? Would have been good. That's what they're gonna. That's what I'll probably say after I see it.
Ironcaster adds in a goat mutated with a monkey DNA, Goatrilla.
Okay, so for
Now,
this,
this is like
so for
fourth
this
movie
monkey
stuff.
thing, I just want to make it clear, like if you guys are going to sign me for this monkey deal, movie deal thingy, or this monkey series, I am not doing any nude scenes.
Oh, you're fine.
You'll do it. It'll
the
be
monkeys
tasteful.
are going to be doing the nude scenes with hot bikini chicks.
I'm just saying, I'm Mexican Iron
What-
Man.
oh, wait,
is-
wait.
suggested, of course.
got an
we have
idea.
taste.
What if it's not just you who's nude? It's like other chicks and stuff.
Yeah. Other chicks. Is Mike a chick?
Wait, me and other chicks? Yeah, that's like okay. That's like every weekend. Yeah,
They might
sign me
be-
up.
They might be monkey chicks.
No.
That's just like
See, that's
obsessed with this
no.
idea.
No, that ain't how this
No,
works.
that's
That's
getting into
weird.
some territory we don't want to have to worry about.
Rob
What's the matter with you?
Aldis is helping us out here. Rob approves of this. I'm just saying this.
And on that note, it is Betty White's 100th birthday coming up. So congratulations, Betty White.
Yeah. Next.
Oh, did you guys-
Early
did
next
you
month,
guys-
right?
Did you guys see my Twitter thing? What happened when I went to the theater yesterday?
No.
I don't see
Yeah.
the Twitter thing.
What happened?
That's kind of the reason I brought it up, because I thought I'd trigger you for a minute.
Oh God, hold on. Let me find a picture of it. So I go to. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me share my screen here. So yesterday, so my mom wants to go to the movies. She of course has a girlfriend and wants to go see West Side Story. I'm like, yeah, no. So I buy the ticket, and then I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I'll go see the Kingsman. And then I'm thinking, but I kind of, and then I look over to the left at this theater we're in, and I say to the girl at the front, I say, hey, what's 4DX? I see Spider-Man starting in 5 minutes. Can I switch my tickets? And she says, sure. So I switch my tickets and I go into a 4DX studio, which I'll describe in a minute. And I'm sitting there, and lo and behold, as Mexican Iron Man scans it, what comes up on the screen? A Phantom Float, Betty White's 100th birthday trailer. It is the first thing that shows. I'm sitting dead center, and I'm like, what the? And of course, I think of Shum and you Jesse. You that night. Nude. No. What are you talking about? No, you stop that. You stop that right now. Anyway, so she's gonna have so Fathom Events is gonna in theaters across America. They are going to do a special Fathom event celebration for her birthday next month at theaters across across America. Tom, what's in your theater? Are you a Regal? Are you an Edwards? Are you AMC? When you go to the movie, or are you Cinemark?
I can get to a Marcus and an AMC, I think.
AMC, those ones you go to. Yeah, so they'll be there too, so in case you want to go.
Well,
oh, I just thought it was hilarious.
So tell me about your 4D sex experience.
Yeah, what's that all about?
First of all, it's 4D. So it's 3D, 4DX. So first of all, so it's 3D. So you got your glasses on, and then so they got these chairs here, right? And so in blocks of so this is literally like watch this. Watch. That wasn't a good one. Here, let me do it again. Hold on.
I was trying to watch.
Yeah, it was all jittery.
Okay. Oh, that's not it.
We got
well, that's the point. So the point is. Okay, watch this now.
Has it got like a big sub in the bottom of it or something?
They brought you toast?
Oh, it like moves with the screen and shit.
Oh, you got sprayed with water and shit?
What happened? I can't understand. It's all jittery. I have no idea what's going on.
Is there audio that should be shared?
And there's some audio, but Mike should really be giving us some commentary.
See the explosions? See the smoke and shit?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it shoots out smoke and it makes it. It's basically like the old Disney experience rides back in the day.
The seats move and shit.
Okay.
Well, are you talking, Mike?
No, I was just showing you the video. So now I'm going to talk. So basically, I saw Spider-Man in this 4DX experience where basically the thing is moving the whole time. When the web shoots left or the web shoots right, there's actually air jets in the head, in the chair by your head, by your feet, up above. When there's the scene where he's like where it's raining, you feel water come at you. There's like stuff shooting at you. There's smoke when the lightning hits from Electro. When Electro starts, there's lightning that shoots in from the sides, top and right, as well as in addition to the 3D experience. It felt like I was in a 2.5 hour amusement park ride. Did anybody ever do Star Tours back in the day, like 20 years ago?
Yeah, it reminds me.
I did it back in '92 when it started. Yeah.
Yeah. So this imagine being in an immersive 3D Star Tours experience, except it was total sensory, including there was a couple times where they sprayed stuff into the air that you could smell, like when you went into the forest. It was unbelievable. This 4DX experience that I went to. I really love it. Seeing it a second time like this. Holy shit! As well as it being in 3D, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know, I gotta say, I just walked back in, and there's a super chat on the screen about Betty White still putting out, and Mike talking about a 4D experience. I'm gonna leave again.
Wait, what happened? I haven't been watching the super chat. I haven't been watching the live chat here. Let me go back. Let's see what people are saying.
Deranged Lunatic, aka Deranged Lunatic DL says Do you think Betty White still puts out? I don't know. Mike would know that though.
How would I know that? I would not know that. You stop that right now, deranged lunatic.
What was the 3D experience you were just talking about? I thought they were connected.
I think she puts out every time she
4D
runs into
tits.
Shatner.
They were double D's at one point, and then they sagged. Now they're 4D tits.
Oh, God.
What are?
Betty White's.
No. Shum. Oh, God. No, you stop. Okay, let's read the super chats now.
Lost for Words sends in $5 and says the Shaolin Chimps of the Wu-Tang versus the Oompa Loompas of Doom. Interesting. Wu-Tang. Would they get involved? Maybe. They might. Mr. Grant Gregory says 2 monkey bros killing the mob in Boondock Saints.
Baboondock Saints.
Baboon Docks. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I gotta learn to read. Then he says, team of monkey playing in NFL any given Sunday. There you go. See, now he knows what. Now you're hired. You're officially hired. You can run the one division for sure.
WandaVision. No.
The one division.
Okay. Right. I don't want anything to do with WandaVision.
And speaking of Batman, this dropped yesterday. Pretty big news. And this kind of goes along with stuff we've been reporting for a while, that Warner Brothers was very interested in signing Michael Keaton to multiple pictures.
Multiple films.
And it looks like he's coming back for Batgirl. And I guarantee you this is going to move from an HBO Max only movie to theatrical. And who's with me on that one? I guarantee it's going to happen
that way.
And we're one step closer to Batman Beyond. And in fact, this movie may be that Batman Beyond project.
I hope not, because Terry McGinnis isn't Batman.
Yeah, that's the rumor going around. So there's the plus and the minus of the fact. So there you go, kids. Should we read this, or is that enough for you to go on?
I'm fine.
Well, let's just read a quick blurb of it. Michael Keaton is dusting off his signature cape and cowl for Batgirl, the upcoming HBO Max superhero film. I guarantee you it's going to theaters now. The actor is expected to reprise his role as Bruce Wayne. Yada, 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 yada. Warner Brothers declined to comment, so it's not official, but there you go. It doesn't have an exact release date yet. Yeah, because they still ain't made Flash.
Yeah, and you never know. They might pull the plug out of this if Flash does not perform well, because I don't believe they're starting to shoot that movie until a few weeks before Flash is released.
Flash is the worst superhero ever.
All I know now...
He's one of the better ones. He's just been terribly written for the last, 20 years.
He's got the worst backstory ever. His origin story.
He's got the worst
half his powers make no sense.
Let me ask... No. The worst superpower is fucking Aquaman. And let me tell you, they made a better Aquaman film than I'm expecting out of this fake Flashpoint film.
Well, here's the other thing I thought I'd notice is kind of funny. This announcement comes right after Ben Affleck is talking about no longer doing IP movies. And we've heard heavily rumored that there's 2 different endings to the Flashpoint movie. One where Ben Affleck lives, one where he dies. So this does not bode well for anybody who's looking forward to Batfleck coming back.
If he dies, he dies.
I think that Warner pushed this deal hardcore because of that. And he's saying that last week. I could be wrong, but what do you think of that script?
It's possible. I mean, if Affleck is... dude, working for Warner Brothers and Snyder on those films really did break him. So, I think he's coming back to this one just because he's got a positive relationship with that director, and he wants to at least have one good, solid thing for Batman that's not tainted by that whole experience. And I think that's going to be the last one he does. But if he changes his mind, which actors are prone to do, I'm not going to be upset. I think he's a cool Bruce Wayne and a decent Batman, and could be even better if he got a little bit more control over how he does the character, because he knows the character better than some of the people putting the money behind it.
Not only that, if he comes back, then we got the Bat Family universe, so whatever. It could be. So yeah, that's the interesting story of yesterday. Centrevez Gaming, if I'm saying that right, Centrevez. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Well, thank you so much. My family is here on the screen with me, and of course, 30 miles away, so I don't have to listen to him bitch. But yes, thank you so very much for that. So what do you think of this culture?
Not a fan. I have a feeling he's not actually going to be Batman. He'll be Bruce Wayne in this, and maybe a brief period of time in the costume, in the suit. I think that they don't want to upstage their Batgirl. Again, this is all... I don't see them changing their direction anytime soon with what they're doing with the quote unquote DCEU.
There is no EU. It's just DC films.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Fans made that up, and they're pushing for it, but Warner Brothers is like, no.
Yeah, I just don't. Like I said, I don't see it. Like, I don't have high expectations. I love Michael Keaton as Batman, but I don't have high expectations for it. Whether or not it's going to actually get made, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to get made now, especially if this is true.
Yeah, like I said, I just think that the Flash film is going to be so poorly received. They're going to be like very.
They might pull the plug, yeah.
Or they may be very concerned with.
The Flash film's done filming.
Things. No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm talking about when it
wrapped.
releases.
It's doomed.
Yeah.
I just don't. I have no. Again, I mean, there are a handful of films right now I have zero positive expectations for, and that Flash film's one of them. I love Michael Keaton as Batman. If this comes out great, I'm excited. So, but I'm more interested in the Monkey cinematic universe.
Well, Valiant Renegade is too. Evidently, he says, "Are we still going to talk about monkeys?"
We can.
This from the guy who was
at this point. I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Isn't it better to talk about monkeys and talk about
amazing.
how Batman's going slumming on the Batgirl show?
Ooh, it's actually a movie, but yeah.
Hey, what's up, Clobby?
What's up, Clobby?
Even worse, dude. This is the fucking franchise that came off of that Ruby Rose bullshit.
No. This is completely different.
This is actually a Batgirl.
That's Batwoman. That's Batwoman. This is Batgirl.
No. That is Batwoman. Get it right.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I mean, I'm kind of more of the opinion that I don't think the DC or Warner Brothers making a smart decision by trying to make films for these characters. I think they should be making miniseries.
Oh, this is the one
10
from
episodes, sections of them.
No, this is the one though that the guys who did Bad Boys for Life took over, right? From Joss Whedon.
So they have an interesting track record. We can hope that it's going to be consistent, but again, you never know in this town.
We cross our fingers.
What about you, Valiant?
I really haven't been into anything of the new DC fare since after the Nolan films, like that whole next iteration, that next generation of DC films from Warner. I really haven't gotten into that much. I've obviously not really that enthralled with Justice League. I was not that big of a fan of Batman, Superman. Wonder Woman was pretty good. Aquaman, I just didn't care. I could care even less about Aquaman 2.
They cast the wrong guy. Like Jason Momoa would be great for Lobo, but he's not Aquaman.
Yeah, it just
he would make
a lot of things just felt wrong, and I know what they're trying to do now. They're trying to find a way to reinvigorate the financial energy into this. They're trying to capture some of that Marvel magic like they had been doing for years. Of course, we've all discussed ad nauseum. They made the mistake of trying to rush through it to get to the point where they got to a Justice League without taking the time to set things up. And I think that blew their own foot off. And now they're scrambling to try to get something together. I think they're just trying to throw spaghetti against the wall at this point and see what sticks. They had a really good success with, ironically, out of all the films that they came out with, it was a really big hit was Joker, which
that's not even really theirs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's so bizarre. Is that it boggles the mind. And Flashpoint, yeah, am I excited about Michael Keaton coming back? Hell yeah, I loved Michael Keaton and Tim Burton together in the first two Batman films back in the 80s, and I really enjoyed them. Is it going to be great to see him as Batman again? Hell yes. My question would be is that if this movie was set up that they're doing was originally intended to be a part of HBO Max, and this is more of a question for script, and then they decide to pivot and say, okay, we're going to put this on the big screen. How does that work, script? Because I know that when you do stuff for streaming, the prices and the budgets and the deals with the unions are a little bit different than if you're going into a big theatrical release. How would they be able to do that?
From my understanding so far, it seems basically that's just a different distribution contract. So, if anything, what they would do is, because Warner Brothers already has various weekends slotted for films that are undetermined. So what they would just do is they just add in a theatrical release date and then make an amendment to their distribution contract to any of the players involved that have signed something that has a distribution deal in there, and then push back whatever the HBO Max release would be for that contract. So they'd just be adding in an additional piece.
That was my question: is would they have to go back and necessarily would they have to cut additional checks? I mean, ahead of time to say, okay, we're going to go to theatrical now. So
I don't know because
if that's in the initial contract, where if they signed it and said yes, with the pending possibility of a theatrical release, these are the stipulations that we want. I mean, it would be foolish for any sort of management team or agent team of any of the talent involved not to consider that.
Yeah, and that's what I would think. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Well, the only reason I bring this up is not just the Michael Keaton bit, but Blue Beetle just went theatrical last week. The timing of this is completely, the timing of this is completely unironic, if you ask me.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Blue Beetle has nothing going for it else. Well, I mean, it does have the kid from Cobra Kai, but I mean, it's compared to this, this is like a no-brainer that this is going to go theatrical too.
The other part too, also to consider
Michael Keaton in a Batman suit, then you have to.
But the other part also to consider is that there's already theatrical distribution internationally for many of HBO Max titles that don't have access to the internet.
That's true. So it's probably already in the contract.
So they could just roll that contract all over to the rest of the world for whatever period. And you don't have to and then no one has to really worry about it. So in Bucharest, if there's no, if they don't have HBO Max there, but they have some theaters there, whatever that contract is for that, they could be modified and reworked for the rest of the international market.
Yeah. I don't know if the term would be umbrella, but I'm sure there's some kind of term in there, because I'm sure they even have it to where they can do premieres in bigger cities on the big screen and shit like that, and critic screenings and other things to where it's probably all covered in there. I wouldn't be surprised that come next week or next month, we hear this is going to theatrical. What do you think, Jesse? You've been kind of quiet.
Honestly, I'm sitting here thinking that DC hasn't made a single damn thing as far as a live action anything since Heath Ledger died that I've given two shits about. You could put Michael Keaton in a Batman suit all day. I don't care. I really don't. He doesn't appeal to me. Batman with Michael Keaton was good, yeah. But now I see Michael Keaton on TV and he's just like another woke asshole. This is not a draw for me. I don't know,
I hear what you're saying.
Great for all the normies who are like, "Oh, Michael Keaton is going to be Batman again."
I mean, I understand.
I really don't care. And to put him in something Batgirl, well, that's just fucking gay. I can't do this. I can't do that. I just don't care.
Well, I can see the woke bit because I heard him on
they can't
whatever
spark
show
my
it was.
interest.
He was talking about the whole reluctance to sign on having to do with the coup. So, yeah, there is that factor.
There was a lot of stuff before that too.
Oh, I'm sure.
My fuse is very short. The second that one of these assholes in Hollywood says one woke piece of crap or throws shade at any of us who've been fans of any properties, I'm out. I was out of Captain Marvel, and I will be out as soon as I hear that shit. I'm out.
I don't think he's ever attacked anybody personally. I mean, he's talked some shit on Trump. He talked about the coup, but I haven't seen anything else. I don't know, but maybe Jesse's seen.
I haven't heard him say
he's another liberal asshole. I'm not giving him a dime. No way, not happening.
He's already paid, so
well, let him be paid. Let somebody not make their money back off of me.
Jesse, I'm not sensing that you're embracing diversity and inclusion.
No, I'm not. You know what I embrace? American values.
Woohoo!
There you go. Remember that Superman guy, Truth, Justice, the American Way? Let's go back.
Yeah, whatever happened to that, Jesse?
That was made by
got thrown
David
off of a horse.
Putnam was the name, I think. Wrote that.
Matthew Valente is in the chat and says Paul Feig also said that his film was good because it won a Kids' Choice Award for Best Feature Film.
No.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the front of the show. Not a great gauge for
I don't know, any Hollywood name with a "g" in it, with a "g" in it doesn't work. Paul Feig,
High School Musical,
Kevin Feige,
The Dark Knight.
Bob Iger.
I'm sure all the greats like Richard Donner, Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, so on and so forth, Francis Ford Coppola, sit around at night. They look at their bookcase and say, "My God, look at that amazing Kids' Choice Award that I have."
Yeah,
on my bookcase.
I'm glad I got an Oscar. I'm glad I got a Golden Globe, but
that Kids' Choice Award, baby. Yeah.
You know, it's
That's the
funny.
one.
Joe
I
Perry
won
from
over the hearts of
Aerosmith uses
millions of
Grammys as
7-year-olds.
doorstops.
I mean, if your movie was like a movie directed at 7-year-olds, yeah, I could see that. But
I would be proud if my kids' movie for kids won over kids. That's the goal.
Well, yeah,
that's the fallacy here is that Ghostbusters wasn't technically meant to just be a kid. Is it meant to be a family film? And it wasn't.
They were talking about like female, like
anatomy in a disgusting way.
No,
Bridesmaids with proton packs is what I've been.
It's just a dumpster fire. The movie was just a dumpster fire.
No, but all those names that were mentioned, they check out with the Gur thing you were talking about, the Ig, whatever thing.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Ray Lobby says a pocket chimp now.
God.
You're close to being hired.
You're getting close. That's a good one.
I'm telling you, we have such a great chat on Tuesdays and Thursdays night. These guys are so creative.
Well, these guys are killing it tonight.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm on fire. I want to say this. I'm going to work up in a Pocket Chimp Now script, and we'll get started on that right away.
I'm all for it. Othie, whatever did happen to that Booster Gold project they announced?
Well, it was paired with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
That's true.
Because Booster Gold and Ted Kord's Blue Beetle are like great friends. Then Ted Kord dies, and then Booster Gold becomes a pseudo mentor for the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, but he's not a very good mentor to him. So yeah, that
Blue Beetle's actually moved from streaming to full theatrical, guys.
Wow, where were you the last 10 minutes?
No, but I announced that like a week ago on the.
We knew this already. I just said it when we were talking about the Batman story.
Oh, I was busy reading the chat.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so check in with Paulie's channel. He's been covering the Blue Beetle quite a bit. He would probably know.
What I just said, I think everybody knows because
if Booster Gold's in it or not.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, cultures, pay attention. Keep up here.
Oh, maybe
dude, I'm a Pocket Chimp now. The Dream Chimp Warriors.
I like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Chimps.
Oh God, Tango and Chimp.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And Chimp, like orangutan and Chimp, like Tango and Cash.
You're really
Chimp master.
Primer says, Mike, or asks rather, did you see Matrix Resurrections yet? Thoughts?
No, I plan on seeing that tomorrow, and I've been trying to stay away from everybody.
Bring a stimulant.
Mike,
I've been trying to stay away from anybody and everybody and everything on YouTube about this. So
just bring a bottle of whiskey.
I'm going in with low expectations,
an EpiPen to keep you awake.
I'm going in with an open mind, low expectations, and a positive can-do attitude. And I will report back on my findings. What's the next show I'm doing? I guess Sunday at Doomcock with Tom, I guess. But yeah, so just stay tuned. I have not seen it. I don't have a commentary, and I've avoided everything about it, so I don't know. I'm going in cold.
I lost 10 hours because of that movie.
10?
I fell asleep around an hour into it. I didn't wake up until the
Did you fall into the Matrix, or?
No, I put it on at 8 o'clock, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up 10 to 8. And I'm like, I know I saw at least an hour of the film, and I'm still on my sofa, and my back is sore, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. And,
here's a spoiler for you, Mike. Doogie Howser and Bugs Bunny resurrect Neo and Trinity. There you go.
What?
Leave it there. Just leave it at that.
That's all you need to know.
That's it. That's it.
I'll say there was some lovely set designs.
I'm not going to pay to the theater. I will
look great, but the story was just not.
I will. Jesse, don't tell me nothing. I'll be mad at you, Jesse.
I'm not telling you anything. I'm just saying there's some pretty shots, but
I'm gonna go in skipping in with my little rabbit chicken bunny tail, and I'm gonna go skipping in and I'm gonna watch an HBO.
You're gonna laugh when you realize what I just said was absolutely 100% correct.
Oh, Tom, you're just so funny.
He's not.
Doogie Howser and Bugs Bunny resurrect Neo and Trinity.
Culture.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Hold on. Bugs Bunny.
What's the over/under on how fast Mike's positive mental attitude disappears?
He's gonna text me
this fucking thing. Oh yeah, we're all gonna get text.
I promise. Here's what I do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say everybody who's on this. Okay, everybody except Jesse. Okay, even Jesse. I can text him. Everybody on this panel, I am gonna DM you tomorrow when I start this movie, and I'm gonna do live Twitter reactions as I go through it. How's that?
Okay,
Oh,
I
that
want to
sounds
see it.
amazing.
You're gonna watch it at home on HBO Max?
Yeah,
Videotaping
yeah.
yourself watching it. Cool.
I couldn't
Yeah,
finish it. I turned it off.
And Tom, thank you for my gift. The whole family's coming over on Saturday, and that's one of the 3 movies we're gonna watch on Saturday. The whole family. So thank
Wow,
you.
you must hate your family.
No, Alita. He got me
Alita.
Alita 4K.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
he
you
got
got
me
more
Alita.
stuff coming, man.
I thought you were gonna make him watch The Matrix.
No.
God.
I'm gonna do that by myself. Good God, I don't.
That just
That's
happened to be.
cruel.
Alita just must have been in the warehouse there, and they got it to you like right away for some reason.
Dude, it's like you hit me up for my address. It
It literally was.
It was like
shipped
2
and
hours.
Got to you the next day, like it
Yeah.
was there already.
So that's one of the 3 movies on deck for the whole family. But tomorrow on The Matrix, I want to see that by myself, and so you guys will get like live reactions. Like I'm actually gonna video myself during the movie, so we'll see how
Deal.
20 minutes in,
Yeah.
Mike's gonna be texting. Well, Paul Feig isn't too bad.
So basically, if anybody ever wanted to get some great screen captures of Mikey for memes, he's gonna have a lot of confused looks on his face.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
The funny part is Mike
be
actually might like the movie.
No.
Well, we'll
No,
see.
there's no
I can
chance.
tell you what Mike is going to like now that I'm in Southern California is that I'm going to hunt down Paulie next week, and we're going to start that Picard watch party next week or the week after. Because now that I'm in Southern California, I'm going to nail him down. Culture's ready to go. I'm going to do the Picard watch party. It's going to be awesome.
It'll be good. It'll be great.
Ben Wade is here, and he says to Jesse's point, my thing is Batman has been restarted so many times. Who freaking cares anymore? And I can appreciate that. I
Look,
understand.
yeah, Nerdrotic said it like
seeing the 4th right now with Robert Pattinson.
yeah, and Nerdrotic said it like day before yesterday. Like, how many times are they going to kill his parents? Like, we've already seen this.
How many
like,
times have I
multiple
fucking
times.
said that?
Dude, I know.
Well, people really
Tom,
hate
you said it
Batman's
way more than
parents.
Gary, but even Gary has come around to the idea that they're murdering the parents way too often.
Yeah, like all of my Batman pitches don't even incorporate that aspect, that visual at all. And
Yeah, that's because they all essentially copy the old one.
89.
Yeah. Floral from Under a Rock, our friend, is here from Canada.
hey, Floral.
Says Paul Feig, Sony sucks, Sony. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Thanks, Tom, for for the chat on my channel earlier today.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
You see his really cool puppet there? Yeah, he's got a really awesome puppet.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to be actually doing an interview with him in January. Yeah.
He said something about maybe helping put together a Kermit, so you better hurry up, Culture, otherwise.
Oh, dude, yeah, but does this Kermit have blinking eyes?
Well, he probably could.
Oh, well, all right.
We'll see. You already got
I
started.
want a
on
Swedish
yours,
chef and a Dr. Teeth.
I do need a Swedish chef.
More deeper, more sneak. There you go.
I think the Swedish chef should be captain of a starship. And no one can understand his orders.
Dude, I still think that Sia ripoff video is the best thing.
What did he say?
It's freaking great. You can find that on YouTube, guys.
Episode 2, Daniel Gorilla LaRusso versus Johnny Carisis.
There you go.
Well, there's season 5 of Cobra Kai right there.
No, it's Chimpra Kai.
Isn't season 5 already filming or just finished filming?
I don't know, but only a couple more days until season 4 drops.
Oh, right.
I think it's
so excited.
Like in a
I
week.
think it's being shot.
Did they already start?
Might be on break
5?
from production. Maybe.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, they jumped right into season 5.
You know,
Netflix ain't fucking around with this show.
Yeah.
Predator.
No,
versus
and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Oh wow, I'm going to be on comics here pretty soon. About 20.
Yeah,
minutes.
what time's that starting? Like 20 minutes?
About 20 minutes. Yeah.
Drop that link in the chat here, kids.
Yeah.
We're gonna be heading over. I might show up. I don't know.
Oh,
Comics
it's going to be fun tonight.
What
We're
are you
going to
guys
talk
talking
about. We're going to talk about this.
The Matrix.
NFTs.
Monkeys.
NFTs. We can talk about that too.
Monkeys.
I want to talk about NFTs. I talked about NFTs 3 times today. I'm trying to get stuff together in the background for that. So.
Well, it was brought up in the South Park movie that just dropped the other day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just watched it tonight. Yeah.
Oh,
you just saw that? What did you guys think of this one?
Yeah.
Pandemic special part 2.
There are 3 people in our community excuse me, in our fellowship. I promise I will get out of the habit of saying that. But there are 3 people in our fellowship who are diving headfirst into that at the beginning of the year. They are going to try to take us into that next step. And I think we should all be following as fast as we can into that.
Beginning of what? NFTs?
Yeah. You're going to see.
Apparently, you can't copy code with an NFT.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm pretty deep in Bitcoin, so I don't know. I'm diversified out right
Tom,
now.
you got the link. Thanks, bud.
I don't know. Eventually, all my channel art is going to be NFTs.
Yep, that's exactly. Didn't I tell you to do that, Jesse?
Yeah, because Cool Skull's looking into how to code that shit.
Yeah, it's really
so
easy.
You can just make them yourself.
Yep, really easy. So you will beginning next year, at some point in the first quarter, you'll be able to own the thumbnail from my show from a given day, and that will be yours. You will own the thumbnail.
Yeah, basically, what I'm thinking is making because I'm doing a lot of people as pirate caricatures. So I'm thinking of doing something much along the lines of the old X-Men collector cards.
There you go. Yeah.
So here's a question, Culture. If I own a thumbnail to one of your shows, and you use that thumbnail, do you have to license that back for me?
No. I own the license initially when I sell the NFT, but you now own the original.
That's not how art works.
Well, that's how this works. Is how NFT works. So,
yeah, technically you retain ownership of your thing, but they own the NFT version of it.
Yeah, you own the only digital representation of it.
That's impossible because you can easily copy digital stuff.
Well, that's supposed to be the whole catch with these things is they're blockchained or whatever.
Yeah,
welcome to the jungle of lawyers having a fucking field day with this one.
Basically, there could be 1 million copies of them out there. You're right, but only one would have this original code to it, and that's
only
supposedly makes it worth something. Yes.
I don't buy into it.
I don't either.
We're working on some other stuff too.
I don't think script is falling.
You know what though? Okay, I'll give Culture this though. It's no more wacky do than fucking crypto or anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand that shit either. I'm not going to sit there and pretend to. But
it's the same goofy.
Shit hits
it's all phony baloney, funny money.
It is no more wackadoo than the little numbers next to your bank account statement. That's the same wackadoo as the crypto guys.
Exactly. Even cash money, dude. That's all based on people's confidence in the dollar.
Yeah, but then also I just buy. Here's what I can do. I was just gonna say. Here's what I can do though. I can take all that money out of my little bank account, and I can go to the store and buy a shit ton of gold with it, or however much I can afford, and sit on that gold in case shit happens, and that is going to be worth more than anything else. So.
I don't know. Right now, well, it doesn't matter.
Other than that, the only thing I could agree with would be script, and that would be actual physical pieces of art.
Hey, confidence in global currencies is falling, which is why foreign governments are now tipping their hat towards.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that point, and that's why I just conceded to
And here at Midnight Says, we do not officially give financial advice. We are not licensed.
Thank you for that, Mike.
No.
We all just like to pay attention.
I'm not a financial planner, or I don't do any of those types.
Pointing at people.
Don't point at me.
Valiant, you know what the disclaimer is.
Oh, I live with it.
Okay, Centrivas Gaming sent us a 449 super sticker. Says Black Lagoon is the best show on Netflix so far. Black Lagoon on Netflix.
I like Blue Lagoon.
With Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
What's Black Lagoon?
I don't know.
I don't know, but if there's no creature in there, I don't care.
That's my question. Is there a creature in it?
Lagoon with a black chick.
I watch car restoration shows and Forged in Fire on Netflix.
I like Brown Lagoons because I'm Mexican.
You guys are
like the American Dad.
Ghost in the Chimp. Okay, we should do that. The
12
Angry
Chimps. Damn right. That's
a few good chimps.
Oh yeah.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
The Wonderful Gibbon of Oz. I fucking love that. Thank you. Yeah, actually, we can actually make that. It reached the statute. We should be good.
They're all going to. It doesn't matter. They're all going to fall under parody. I already got this well thought of.
California Highway Monkey Patrol. Chimps. I like that. Let's do that.
Chimps. Yes, I like that one. That's a great idea. Primer says Mike can sell his Matrix Twitter reactions.
He probably could be like, ah. It's gonna be great. Gonna be great.
Okay, now you just broke my brain on this one, CW Trixie. I'm not sure.
Planet
Well, now, would this be a chimp going to a planet of people? But he comes from a planet of chimps.
Right.
There you go.
Well, isn't that like Planet of the Apes 3?
Yes. Fuck.
Ooh, guys. Yeah, I love this. Chimpasaurus.
Really
Chimpasaurus.
Monks. Jurassic Chimp.
Thank you, Valiant.
Yeah.
Prehistoric chimps.
You guys are
how to do Die Hard with chimps.
Oh, that's a given.
The breakfast chimps. I love that. A bunch of teenage chimps sitting around, school. Really angry with their orangutan principal.
The magnificent
I'm all about it.
Hey!
It's a wonderful chimp for the Christmas audience.
How about the Warriors? But with chimps.
They did. We had chimp warriors earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
007, the chimp is not enough.
We're going to wrap this up because comics is starting here in 15 minutes, and I want to give everybody a chance to get over there. So head on over to Comics Division. Tell them Mead sent you. There's the link once again. Park on up. I may pop in there. Who knows? I may talk about monkeys. Who knows?
What the hell is wrong with you people?
I'm going to talk about monkeys. You should talk.
No. No.
It's amazing. You are 100% wrong.
3 men and a chimp.
Oh,
what?
I love that.
That's a good one.
So there'd be 3 chimps and a baby.
Oh God!
I'd put a baby at risk.
That's
the hilarity ensues.
But they might tear the arms off the baby.
Exactly.
Actually, they probably treat that baby better than most fucking crackhead parents.
And then they throw its poo around.
Holy shit!
Full Metal Chimp.
PD says 12 chimpanzees. Is that like the angry chimps?
No, it's like instead of
12 monkeys.
Oh, 12 monkeys. Oh, Jesus. Dirt.
Thank you, Nikki D.
Yeah.
Inglorious Chimps. I mean, we can go right down the spread with
Yeah, that.
Oh gosh.
Somebody said I wasn't even looking.
Chimp fiction, dude. Chimp fiction.
Big Ape in Little China.
Nobody
City.
cares.
Chimp fiction's pretty good.
What phase does King Kong come in? Is it phase 3?
Yeah, but that's a movie about a big fat guy who just roams around
we gotta buy
the world of
licensing
apes.
stuff then. Dang it.
Chimps in black,
Oh yes.
Sci-fi.
But I make this look good. Nightmare on Chimp Street, which I'm proud to announce. Nightmare on Elm Street has been added to the National Film Registry.
Nice.
Yep.
And
IMDb updated that it does now have a 4K Dolby Atmos version done. Oh, interesting. So, anyway, with that, I think we're going to wrap this up. Like I said, Chimp 2, Chimp Harder.
Chimpenstein's Monster.
There, you guys are just killing. We got to go. We can't be running into comics. Come on over there, guys. I'm sure I'll hop in there. So head on over to comics. He does a great show. It's a lot like this. Trust me. We'll sit there and we'll probably pick on Mad Mardigan for like 20 minutes.
At least
in the beginning.
We don't have to Hills talk for 30 minutes.
Well, we pick on him while he's talking.
Hey!
The good thing about Mads is that it's like a live puzzle because you like listen to it for 30 minutes and then you're like, okay, what did he just say?
That's true.
There might be nudity.
Please not mad.
Yeah, just yeah.
Ask him about the finding the dick.
Oh yes, dude. Ask him about the cock in the grass. It's the greatest.
What?
The cock in the
that
grass.
Was perfect timing.
I don't think
weird.
You're weird.
Great story.